Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of my 18-hole course vlog here at Royal New Kent in Providence Forge, Virginia. We are 1 under through 6 holes. Very happy with that at the moment. Very, very difficult golf course. If you have not seen part 1, please do yourself the favor and go and watch it. A lot of very interesting holes. Incredibly tough golf course. We are on the 16th tee here. To start off part 2, we have a 480-yard par 4, a 560-yard par 5, and another 480-yard par 4 before we flip over and go play the front 9. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay guys, we got the 480-yard par 4 16th. This whole dog legs to the left. The approach shot's a little bit downhill. There's a massive bailout on the right-hand side over towards those bunkers that you see there. I want to keep this further to the left. If I can hit this out there, down kind of this line here, down that left rough line with just a little bit of a draw. If it catches the slope right, it'll just move closer to the green. The bailout to the right can leave you, 220 plus into this green, which the green's quite challenging with multiple tiers. So let's start off part 2 with a good swing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice high draw. Wait for it to come down. Yeah, I never saw it down, but it's on a good line. A little higher than I wanted to, so the wind might kill it a bit, but I'm not complaining. Job number 1 was just get it in play on a good line. So curious to see what we're gonna have left into this green and where the flag is gonna be. Okay, that drive worked out absolutely perfectly down the left side of the fairway. Almost ran out of room in the fairway actually, but I've got 140 yards to a front left flag, winds into off the right. I've got pitching wedge. I know there's a backstop behind this flag. I just can't tell if I can use it or not, but pitching wedge, want to go a little past it. Ideally use that backstop. If it doesn't, I'll just have a bit of a downhill putt, but I don't want to bring short into play here and have to chip back up the slope, because again, everything is going to come way off this green if you hit it short. So I've got to start this kind of middle of the green and let the wind bring it in. I've got a bit of a draw lie as well, so I have to take that into account. But if it draws and the wind gets it, it could move significantly from right to left. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I think we're in good shape there. It's a little left of the flag, but I think we're going to be pin high with a pretty good putt at this now. Okay, that finished a little further left than I expected. Thought I was right about here. And I'm on the wrong side of the flag right now. And I've played this course a few times, but I haven't memorized the green complexes. So this is going to be downhill. Luckily, it doesn't really look like it's down grain. The entire green slopes back to front, but I've got a mound here, so I think this putt's actually going to work from right to left. Just on the fringe, but it should come out okay. Wow, that's a tricky read. Yeah, I think this mound here, just short right of it, is going to have to influence it. I think if I start this out left, thinking it's going to go to the front, it's going to move further away from the hole. Again, just a pace putt. This is a hard hole. Birdie would be great. If I just hit this with good pace and the hole gets in the way, that'd be awesome. But if I can just tap in for my 4 and move on, I really am not going to be upset. Oh, I believed for a second. Oh, that was a good putt. All right. Easy par on a very challenging hole. I mean, that's the first green I've missed so far, if memory serves me right. And I was just on the fringe. So that's made today a lot easier so far, because getting up and down to these flags with all of the slopes and undulations on these greens is one of the things that makes this course so difficult. So if I can continue to keep the ball in play and hit the ball on the green and just kind of hope to make a few putts or just two putt my way the rest of the round, I mean, I'm not going to get in too much trouble. I'll be able to post a pretty decent score. All right, we got a really good par 5 coming up, and then the 18th hole. I think you guys are going to love it. It is just a spectacular finishing hole. It's our 9th hole today, but I always enjoy playing that hole. Okay, 17th hole, 561-yard par 5. Now you guys might be able to see that there's a creek that runs the right side of the fairway. That actually starts on the left side, cuts in front of the fairway, follows the hole all the way up to the green, and actually cuts in front of the green between the fairway and the green, and then there's a lake left of the green. It's a phenomenal golf hole. Now, if you take your drive up the right side and challenge that creek, you could maybe get home in 2, but you guys will see it later. The green is so narrow and so shallow and so well protected that it's an incredibly demanding shot, and in my opinion, just not really worth it. I mean, if you got it downwind and you had maybe 5 iron, I would try it, but I mean, you'd need a lot of helping wind. Today, there isn't much wind, but the wind that there is into us. So I'm gonna keep this well left because there's no point in bringing that trouble into play. And then lay up my next shot down the left, wedge it onto the green. My wedge game has been pretty good recently, so I feel like I should be able to give myself a good look at birdie anyhow. So there's a few bunkers down the right side, well, they're left side of the fairway, but right side off from this tee shot. I want to start this just left of those, picking out a tree down there that I want to focus on. But sometimes with a tee shot this wide, you can forget to focus on something and just get a little bit sloppy. Yeah, no problem there. That'll work really well. Okay, so after all of that talk about playing safe and not going for it, I've decided to go for it. At 263 flag, 251 to cover the creek on line with the flag. Flag's back left, so that's bringing the lake into play. I want to start this kind of just right of the flag with a tiny little fade, just so that I don't kind of turn it over and bring that lake into play. Really got to commit to this. I would never be doing this in a tournament. Oh, that looks really good. Okay, it moved right on me a little more than I wanted, so I couldn't see it down, but that should be safe. I mean, I'm maybe just off the right side of the green, but I mean, I'm really well hit, happy with the strike, happy with the commitment to the shot. I don't fade it naturally, and that definitely faded. So let's just go see where it finished and either putt or get up and down. Okay, so up by the green, you see the flag there. I mean, incredibly well protected by the creek and the lake. Big slope along the back of the green. My ball found this bunker, which, you know, if we take a look from back here, I mean, it's not great. It's not terrible. This is where arguably I maybe would have had a better chance getting up and down with a wedge, because I mean, it's a pretty long bunker shot. Got this mound I got to go over. Quite a bit of slope to contend with. I'm going to put the camera behind the hole so you guys can see this roll out. It's going to take a pretty nifty shot here to get this close. So everything here kind of slopes to my left, trying to get to this low spot. There's a bit of a flat area up here. I think I have to fly it onto that flat area and let it release down and to the left. I think that's the only way I really can get this close. So, testy shot. Just gotta commit to it. Sit. Sit. Okay. If I I clearly flew that further than I wanted to. Weird sand in that bunker. I wasn't sure how it was going to come out. Came out a little bit hot, but it did spin a little bit. So I've got an uphill birdie putt from, I'm going to say, about 9 feet. So, all in all, that's a pretty good look. All right, so putting back up the hill, going to be turning to the right. Grain's kind of going this way. That should push it a little bit more. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this one. I really thought I'd missed that high side for a second. Hit a little firm for that line, but good enough that the hole was able to catch it. That's a nice birdie right there. All right, 480 yard, par 4, 18th hole. Just an incredible finishing hole. It's our 9th today, but that doesn't take away from the hole at all. Semi-blind tee shot, you can say. You can't really see where you're gonna land it in the fairway. I've got to go about 10-15 yards to the left of those bunkers on the right. Just got to put a good swing on it, make good contact. The approach shot is really what makes this hole special. So the closer I can get down there, or the further I can get down there, the closer I'm going to be to the green, the easier it's going to make my second shot. Yeah, I cannot hit it any better than that. I mean, 5 yards left of where I was looking, but I mean, when you're hitting driver, that's nothing. That should be pretty far out there. I should have a pretty good look into this green. Okay, my ball's a little further back down the fairway, but I wanted to come up and show you guys this, because this is what I'm going to be looking at. You're not going to see it once I go back to my ball, but you've got this really, really shallow green surrounded by water on 3 sides. So short, right, and it actually wraps around the back of the green. So imagine having this second shot on a windy day. I mean, just incredible finishing hole. So much can happen here. Okay, so I've got 152 yards, playing 149 down the hill. Pins front left, there's a little bit of room left of it, but there's tons of room right of it. Wind's a little bit off the right. Ball's a little bit below my feet. So I think this should just come out pretty straight. It should fade with the lie, but the wind should hold it. I've got pitching wedge. Now, I've got to hit it good. It doesn't have to be hammered. I just have to make good contact. I just don't really want to pull out a 9-iron right now and start kind of taking some off of it. Because if I get a little too much of that and it goes long, I could be in trouble. Just got to trust this. Put a good swing on it. Hit it really good, just a little left of the flag. Oh, maybe a hair long. I mean, I think it might just be on kind of back left fringe. I mean, it's fine, it's safe. I'm surprised I went that far though. So yeah, we can see walking down the steps here that I am just past pin high, just off the fringe. Not a bad spot, kind of unlucky that it stayed up there, to be honest. There's just on the wrong side of that little ledge. Anyways, I would have liked to have done better with pitching wedge in hand, but hit a good drive and, well, the second shot's not wet. So this is makeable, but can definitely make an easy par from here too, which, and par is a good score here. All right, I'm leaving the flag in for this one. This is going to be quick, down the hill, down grain. Should want to move back toward the front of the green. Yeah, I mean, this is all feel from up here. Pick a line, trust it. I am super lucky that my ball mark is not in my way, because I wouldn't be allowed to repair that if that was in the way, I'd have to chip it. But I can putt this. Start it out to the left here. Let the slope bring it back down to the hole. Just feel it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Wow. Alright, that was not as good a leap as I thought. That was incredibly fast. So we now have about 5 feet for par. So guys, that's the kind of area where this course can really get you. I mean, I really didn't hit too bad of a shot there from the fairway. Tiny little pull, but as soft as I hit that first putt, I mean, that thing was picking up speed forever. So 5 feet here, back up the hill. It's gonna turn a little bit to the left. I think it's just a right edge putt. A little bit of pace. I don't have to kill it, but I don't want to die it in. Okay. Woo. Not gonna lie, I stressed over that one a little bit. All right, really happy I made that putt. That was a very solid 9. 2 under on my front 9, the actual back 9. I couldn't ask for more. I mean, I got pretty lucky today in that there isn't much wind. That definitely helps when it gets windy here. This place is treacherous, but still, I'm playing some pretty good golf. I'm, you know, taking advantage of the opportunities that are given to me as much as I can, at least. And so far, I've avoided any silly mistakes. I think that's the closest we've come to a bogey, I think. Anyways, on to the front 9. Let's keep this going. Okay guys, on to the front 9. So first hole, and if anybody here has played like TobaccoRoad, Strantz is really good at creating tee shots where you just have the impression that there's no space where you're trying to hit it, and he's done a really good job of that here. So you show up here, you don't have a yardage guide, you just like, you're taking your best guess as to where you're supposed to hit this. So that mound in the middle here, the smaller of the mounds, right in the middle, that blocks the entire landing area, and it makes it look like it's about that big, but it's actually fairly wide once you get over there. So that's where I have to try and hit this. Just to the left center of that mound would be ideal, and it should leave me a wedge back up the hill to the green. The green's like over there. That's aggressively left. Well hit, but that's going to be interesting. Okay, we're up on the green. That was clearly not the line I was trying to hit. So I was trying to put my ball down in that area there, just to the left on our angle from that 100-yard marker, which would have given me a nice wedge shot up to this flag. Right? Well, I pulled it and I hit it really well, so I got over all the trouble, thank God. I mean, I could have made a really big number here if I'd missed that. But I'm down here, short of the green now. I've got a massive false front that I have to get over. If not, that ball is coming at least back to where it was, if not further. And then this front green, I do have a backstop, so I got to keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to walk the camera down so you can see what it's like from down there, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be putting it up on the green because you're not going to see anything from down there. Okay, so this is what it looks like from down here. I've got 34 yards playing 37. It's not that bad, actually. I expected this to be worse. You can see the top of the flagstick. I'm still going to put the camera back up top, but I just can't be too cute with this. I cannot risk coming up short and this coming back to me. I've got to make sure I get this at least to the flag, if not past it. If I'm putting downhill afterwards, that's okay. Oh yeah, all right. Okay, I'll take that. When I hit it, I wasn't sure it was going to make it up here, but clearly had just enough on it Man, I'm out of breath. We're going up and down that hill. Okay, uphill birdie look, about 5 feet into the grain. Should just drift right a little bit. I think it's a left edge putt. I don't think I have to give the hole away here. I would love to make this after missing the tee shot and getting away with this. It'd be a massive bonus. Oh. Wow, that is a bonus birdie. I mean, even if I'd hit it where I wanted to hit it, it's still not an easy birdie because that approach shot is so far uphill. It's hard to control the distance and get anything close. I mean, I would never hit that line that I hit off the tee on purpose because it's so narrow where it ended up. I mean, that is just massively lucky that it finished in the fairway just short of the green. That could have ended up anywhere. I was able to capitalize. That takes us to 3 under. We've got a really, really cool par 5 coming up next. Okay, second hole, par 5, 605 yards. The green is literally over there. So you got to go straight out this way. And then the entire right side of the green is like this. I'm not even sure how to explain it. This big waste area, a little gorge of, like, maybe you'll find your ball in there, maybe not. Even if you do, you probably can't play it. The hole wraps around that and comes back to the green. So the tee shot sets you up to favor the right side. But if you go down the right, it'll kick into that area, and then, I mean, God knows what's going to happen from there. You really have to keep this down the left. Now, if you hit a good drive, you might still be able to go for this in 2, but more often than not, this is going to be a 3-shot hole. So I just want to hit a good drive, pick a line, hit that line. We'll see where that puts me, and then I can decide whether I want to get aggressive with the second shot or not. Yeah, that'll be good. Right center. I mean, a little further right than I wanted it, but not far enough right that it's going to bring trouble into play. I mean, that probably will give me a chance to go for this in 2. Let's go take a look. Okay, so we're looking back at the tee box right now. I'm just on the right edge of the fairway from the tee box side. So I hit a good drive right down this line. It ended up catching this bowl and brought me down here. So I am in the rough. Again, rough's not very long. It's not going to be very punishing. This is that dead area that I was telling you guys about. All right, so you try to get a little too aggressive on this hole, and you end up in this massive, massive pit of just nothing good. I've been down there before. I'll admit it. I've been in there, closer to the green, but I was in it. Just no fun. And this is thick right now. Every other time I played this, it was in the spring, so things hadn't grown up as much. You'd be lucky to find a ball in there right now. 207 flag, only because my ball ended up so far down the right. 196 to cover the trouble. Feeling the wind off the right. It's got to be off the right. I'm going aggressive. I'm hitting 6-iron. It's got to be a really good 6-iron. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, and I don't have to step on it. It just has to be a good 6-iron. I was thinking 5-iron. That's a little too much club. It could take me over the back. So if I just put a good swing on this, I should be able to get this up on the green, hopefully somewhere close to the hole. Eagle here would be phenomenal. Left, but it should be okay. Yeah, front left of the green. I mean, hit it good. Just shut down the face a little bit. I think I was worried about flaring it kind of back against the breeze, because then the carry, well, it would have been tricky to make the carry. Listen, that's two pretty good shots. I mean, I've got maybe, I'm gonna guess about 30 feet for eagle. I can't complain. Let's get up there. Okay, that's the birdie putt I've left myself. So it's gonna be downhill. It's got some break to it. You can see I hit that 6-iron in there from somewhere way over yonder there. I mean, what an incredible golf hole. Just brilliant, brilliant design. Okay, so yeah, about 30 feet downhill. Down grain. Well, down and across. It's gonna turn quite a bit. Yeah, this is gonna go pretty good from left to right. And just very, very fast at the end of the putt. Again, this is one of those putts where I want to pick my line. All I want to do is hit the pace that I feel matches my line and hope that the hole just gets in the way, and if it doesn't, tap in for an easy 2-putt birdie. Oh, that was so good. All right, that's the easiest birdie I've ever made on this hole. So, good start to our back nine, the actual front nine. We're actually 3 under in the last 4 holes and 4 under total. So, I don't want to get ahead of myself here because I know I have a lot of very challenging holes coming up, but so far I think this is the furthest below par I've ever been on this course. So I'd like to build on that, but even if I just kind of maintained here after 18, I'd be pretty happy. Okay, third hole, par 3. 195 yards today. Pins on the back level. Now we can't see it from here. There is a lower level to the green, which is like, there's like a 4 or 5 foot slope that separates the front and the back of the green. So getting anywhere on top here today is absolutely paramount. Even if I'm off the green, it'll likely be easier to get up and down from up top than to 2-putt from the bottom. So I've got 7-iron. It's a good number for the 7-iron. It pins a little on the left side of the green. Now I know that everything on the right is gonna slope back and feed back towards where the flag is. So I wanna start this a little right of the flag, not quite right edge of the green, just inside of that with a little baby draw, and just hope that I hit my number and that it catches the slope and feeds down towards the hole. Did exactly what I said I wanted to do. Oh. Came up short. Oh man, it must have been in the breeze. I hit that so good. Okay, so I'm gonna be exactly where I said I didn't want to be. That landed in that slope. That probably came right back down to the front of the green. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be challenging. All right, up on the green. I'm still on the green. You can see that slope that I've got to contend with now. I mean, I landed, I don't know, 2-3 yards short of the top of that. If I'd gotten up there, you can see that everything would have fed down, just like I said it would. But I, well, clearly misjudged the wind. I can feel it here. I couldn't feel it on the tee box. That was definitely in the wind. Man, that is a small target up here. I'm gonna try and figure out if there's somewhere I can put you guys where you're gonna be able to see this entire putt. So give me a minute here. I'll set you guys up. I'll read the putt and hopefully find a way to make par. I can get this within 10 feet. I've just got to try and get it up here and let gravity take it to the hole. I mean, I essentially have to do with the putt what I was trying to do with the tee shot. Go, 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 go. Don't stop, don't stop, don't. Oh, wow. Okay. It's not bad. It's about 5 feet. I just didn't think I was going to stop there. I mean, I had that red pretty well, and the pace was pretty good. It just slowed down way faster than I expected. Okay, so this 5-footer to safe par. I definitely can't say this is the easiest 5-footer I've ever seen. Pretty significant amount of break to it. Still a little downhill. Find my line, pick my pace, and just hope I can get them to match up. Okay. Wow. And I'm happy that I'm putting well today. I mean, I haven't made a ton of putts, but there haven't been silly 3 putts. I mean, that would have been a pretty easy 3 putt, but you know, on a course like this, if you want to score, you're going to have to be pretty deadly from inside of 6 to 8 feet, and I've been able to make all of those so far today. I mean, you know, you see the scorecard, 193 yard par 3, 195 yards, whatever it was. You don't think you're going to be stressing that hard for a par when you've hit the green, but it's just the kind of course it is, and I love it. I mean, you could absolutely play this course every single day because it's going to present a different challenge every single time. Guys, that's it for part 2 here at Royal New Kent. So we are now 4 under through 12 holes, playing some pretty good golf, scoring well. You know, it hasn't been super clean, doing everything well, nothing fantastic. I'm putting well, like I was just mentioned. Thrilled to be 4 under right now. Want to keep this going. I've got 6 holes left. There's some really fun ones and at the same time really hard ones coming up. So make sure you stick around. Like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Check that back in soon for the 3rd installment here at Royal New Kent. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.